welcome to Animal Totem Journey. If you're catching this recording and you don't know me already, my name is Aria, and it's been a real joy to be discovering the medicine of different animals inside of this space, opening to the wisdom of our brothers and sisters in the animal kingdom of all shapes and sizes. Last month, we traveled with Beaver for the second time, actually. Beaver popped up wanting to connect with us. And today we are traveling with Butterfly. And so I pulled this card this morning. And what I always promise is to try very hard not to begin to tune in to any ideas of my own about what this means, what butterfly means, but rather during this time together, I like to just do as best I can to be a clear channel for this present moment with the group that's gathered and whoever may watch this later, to really bring through Butterfly's message to us, not from Aria's mind, but from the totem itself. So that's my practice and what I'm sharing here. And invite us to just take a moment. If you need to do anything to clear your space or set sacred space, go ahead and do that now. I already lit a candle, and we will ground in here in a minute. But if you need to grab anything or do anything, you can do that now. Thinking actually I may do a little sage here for fun. Can't hurt. In fact, so just allowing whatever tools may assist you in designating sacred space here together. Right. And so a little bit more about the structure of this time together. Since Jess, you are live, yay, is that I will be opening up after we journey. I will open up for any sharing, and there doesn't have to be anything shared, but just know that that option is going to come along the way. So we'll leave some space and time for that, and then be able to close. So that's the arc of our time, and we'll start with little grounding and then just begin to open up to what is this medicine with Butterfly today. So getting comfy and beginning to just settle into your place and let your eyes rest. Coming into noticing the connection that your body has with whatever you are seated upon. Maybe your sits bones, your legs, your feet, feeling those points of connection with the floor and noticing gravity. And starting to bring more awareness also to your breath as your body is resting into whatever you are seated upon, letting your breath come into your awareness now. Taking some nice slow and deep inhales and exhales. Paying attention here to what your body is receiving as you breathe, noticing the nourishment that's coming in as you inhale. And then letting go of anything old or stagnant as you exhale. And if it feels right for you at this time to bring a hand to your lower belly and take a few nice deep breaths into your lower belly area, saying hello to this sacred center in the body, the lower dantian. If you're a woman, your womb area, whether you have a uterus or not, this energetic is here, whatever type of body we may have. This powerful place to connect our awareness to in our lower belly. So just hanging out here for a few more breaths to notice what it's like in this moment for you here. And then if it feels right for you to bring your right hand up to your heart center and taking a few breaths into the heart, feeling the connection of your hand with your heart as your left hand remains at your lower belly. Inviting the temple of your heart to come into your awareness. And inviting your awareness just to drop down into these two centers of the body. And as you're dropping down, down, down into heart and lower belly, beginning to find the vision of a butterfly in your lower belly area. So a little bit different from the expression of nervousness of like butterflies in my stomach. And this time it's this very gentle, soft one butterfly just nestled here, perhaps perched gently, opening and closing its wings slowly in the sunshine of your lower belly. And noticing what color this butterfly is, or colors, I should say. Noticing the patterns of colors on the inside and on the outside of the wings, noticing the body. And seeing what it's like if you are currently looking down at the butterfly from like the heart center or somewhere up above it. See what it would be like to bring your awareness down so you're actually hanging out in the pelvic bowl, looking up and looking up toward the butterfly from this direction, this perspective. See what that might be like to try on for a moment. And as you're looking up at this particular butterfly, you can feel that it's about to move on. It's about to move out from your body, and the movement is going to occur through the belly button. And through the belly button, there's actually an invitation to allow an umbilical cord to grow through and follow the butterfly on this journey in this way. So there's this invitation to deep nourishment and receiving through the sacral chakra, through the belly button, this original point of nourishment for the body. And so as you feel ready, taking and watching the butterfly moving through and out through the belly button, feeling that kind of pop moving out, and then envisioning maybe it's a color, the umbilical cord, like this energetic cord that begins to follow it as it goes on out of your body, and you're following it in your awareness to one of your favorite places where there are flowers. So the butterfly is being guided by you at this time to a place where there are flowers, one of your favorite places. And allowing your awareness to travel as the butterfly arrives here in this, maybe it's a garden or a meadow or wildflowers somewhere or whatever it is. Finding yourself here, witnessing the butterfly moving through this place. Noticing the way that it chooses which flower to land on. Noticing how delicate it's receiving the nectar of this flower. Taking in the color of the flower and noticing if it contrasts with the butterfly's colors or is similar. I'm inviting yourself to turn up how vivid the colors are on this whole image. If you had a dial that you could turn to create more vivid, vibrant colors, turn it from a 2 up to a 5, and then to an 8 or a 9, and see what happens in your mind's eye with the vibrancy here. And this butterfly, as it's receiving the nourishment of the nectar from this flower, this umbilical cord that you have connected to it energetically is also receiving some of the sweetness, the vibrancy, the softness of this flower and its nectar. So allowing yourself to stay connected to your belly button and your lower belly, and feel what it's like to receive this as well. And now the butterfly that has been guiding you is beginning to find a place to lay its eggs. And in this laying of the eggs, the invitation is in fact for your essence to find its way through this cord of connection into one of the eggs. So finding your way into becoming one of these butterfly eggs. And as this existence of butterfly consciousness in a little tiny egg, begin to perceive the world around you from this perspective, coming into this very, very, very small perspective compared to what we're used to. Perceiving the sounds and the colors around you. Perhaps perceiving light and dark of days going by. And whatever else you may notice here in this place. This little egg. Still staying connected energetically to the butterfly that just laid you. And as time goes, finding your way into becoming the caterpillar. We don't need to know all of the exact things that happen here per se. It's feeling into that growth and change from little egg to caterpillar. And noticing what it's like to feel into this transformation here. Noticing what it's like to be eating the leaves and connecting with this place, with these flowers. Allowing yourself to live for a few minutes here in this caterpillar body with your awareness. Noticing what it's like to have a windy day or rain falling. And noticing how, as caterpillar, there's really no worry here. And just this beingness of eating and resting and not even so much of an energy of urgency or striving toward something different. And yet change is, of course, on the horizon. And so allowing yourself as the time comes to find the little stem to crawl out onto and begin to spin your cocoon. Observing what this process is like from this perspective, being inside of caterpillar, becoming inside of cocoon. And as that layer, that boundary forms around you, this deep inward process begins, noticing what it's like to just be hanging here in space. And beginning to deeply surrender, letting go of all that has been you and your experience thus far in this body. Letting the caterpillar body of you completely dissolve. Riding this wave of surrender so fully, that any part of you, that thought that you just might maybe hold on, is obliterated. And in this space of not being anything that could survive outside of this cocoon, having to trust that this boundary is enough to hold you, having to trust that there's something greater on the other side of this. And getting to trust the process of letting go, letting go, letting go, surrender, 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 drop, drop, drop. And in this space, reorganizing cells, reorganizing themselves, groups of cells coming together to reorganize, change starting slowly but surely. Here inside this cocoon, you are beginning to form as something new. Feeling these pieces coming together. Noticing what it's like to not know and not have to try and be born again anyway. The force of life is conspiring to form your body again. Once in an egg, now in a cocoon, noticing, noticing, noticing how this feels familiar but different. And as you are here, starting to feel that another threshold is approaching, another moment of change. And then taking a moment to connect back through the umbilical cord to your mother butterfly, to your body here, your belly button in your physical body here, feeling all of these points of connection in this moment as one moment. Allowing the nourishment of change to come through your belly button into your lower belly. And then back in the cocoon, noticing what happens when you're ready. Noticing that it's time for the light to be brighter, and you begin to wiggle and wriggle and move your body so that you can start to crack this shell of this cocoon, noticing this effort to break free is supplying movement, filling your wings with the blood and the support that they need to be able to be strong enough. Your body strengthening as you're wiggling loose, wiggling free. The determination that it takes to come through this boundary that you created, to be able to create something new, that this old boundary is old. It's no longer needed, no longer serving you, breaking through it so you can create something new. And when you're ready, feeling yourself beginning to come through the cocoon and climbing up it and up onto the little stem, and beginning to feel your wings. Feeling your wings. Feeling them begin to spread out. Feeling their color, the fullness of them in the sunshine, allowing them to be warmed by the sun as they fully extend out. And then when you're ready, taking flight. Taking flight around these flowers. Perhaps noticing other butterflies in this place, fluttering with them, dancing through the sky. Noticing the lightness here of you. And enjoying your first flight and all that is here for you to explore. Sending the nourishment of this experience back to your body, to your belly button, to be received. Staying connected. And as your butterfly self, finding your way back to that original butterfly that was in your lower belly, the one that laid the egg, that became you. Finding your way back to her in the garden, perhaps on that original flower that she was taking a sip from. And taking a moment to connect with this one in your butterfly body. Offering gratitude to her for this journey and asking, as a young butterfly, if there's anything else that she'd like you to know, anything at all, that in this moment, butterfly knows would support you on your path. Taking a moment here just to listen. Listening to this message from Butterfly. And then thanking her. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Butterfly, for this journey, for your wisdom and your light and your life. Inviting your awareness to slowly begin to come back toward your body in the form of you as a butterfly can come back with the umbilical cord as it begins to draw back into your body now, and allowing this butterfly that is you to journey back through your belly button, pop, and into your lower belly, feeling this energy of you and you coming together now and integrating. Again, thank you, Butterfly. We love you so much. We see you and honor you. May our movement through life be a reflection of your teachings. Thank you. Slowly, only when you're ready, no rush, slowly making your way back to here and now with your eyes opened again.